So, pwede po bang, this is this guy, pwede po bang ipalita nyo sa amin, ikwento nyo sa amin yung mga napanood namin sila sa television, sinasabi ninyo. Kailan po kayo nagkaroon ay kumita ng bilyon sa construction industry? Ano taon po yun?
Good morning. Billion po.
Kwento, ang narinig po namin sa television, sinasabi nyo sa interview, hinalo kayo, paano naging gateway para maganda ang buhay nyo, sabi nyo kayo, hindi naman nakakaangat ng araw. At tapos sabi ninyo ay noong DPWH na kami. Yun po isagot ninyo eh. So, at tinanong kung magkano, at sabi nyo bilyon. Kailan po itong unang bilyon na kumita kayo sa DPWH?
For the knowledge of everyone, so St. Jeff, we have been in the construction business for 23 years. Private contractors sa subdivision namin.
Paano kayo, how were you enticed to join the mga contracts sa DPWH? Who influenced you?
Wala naman po, nakita namin noon PhilGems na may mga projects na pwede palang mag-join. So we joined the bidding na we know that we were qualified for.
Alright, Mr. Chair, I would like to reserve all my questions to my third counsel. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, to continue. Senator, Mr. Chairman, in 2020, they were blacklisted by the DPWH. However, St. Gerard's pickup license was renewed and is valid from July 1, 2023 to January 28, 2026. For St. Timothy, which you also own, it was found out by the President that the 2023 Bulacan River project amounting to 96.4 million was deemed completed even in more than 200 meters of revetment were not built. St. Timothy's pickup license was also renewed 2025 to 2027. So, Engineer Takay, what is the basis for the renewal despite the issues in their previous projects?
Sir, Mr. Chair.
Engineer Takay, can you not answer? You're the chairman. Bakit ito executive director ng...
Kasi pag na-blacklist yung gano'n naman ho ka, hindi ko ba alam na gano'n ang kalakaran ngayon? Or you don't have any idea na pag na-blacklist itong kumpanya na ito, gagamit ng ibang kumpanya o magbubukas sa ibang kumpanya. Alam niyo ba yun na hindi? You know that, right?
We hear that every now and then.
You hear that, but you don't investigate. Na pag na-blacklist ng DPWH o ng kung anong ehensya, papalit ang pangalan o tatayo ng pangalan.
Brad, kalmahan mo lang, kalmahan mo lang. Kasi hindi naman naging sarwisyo, kaya nga amindahan ng batas. Hindi natin lang. Kami meron lang kami dito, kaya nga nandiyan tayo para amindahan yung batas. Kapag ka na-blacklist ka, especially kung ang issue ay falsificado flood control o nagpapalit lang ng pangalan, pag na-discover, perpetually disqualify ka na para impeachment. Alam mo naman na yung
Para makapasok ulit.
Actually, Your Honor, when a company is blacklisted by any organizations, then we actually suspend their licenses.
Well, hindi ko maintindihan na engineer, wala naman po nasuspend sa 15 na yan eh. Hindi po ba? Wala ako eh. Hindi ko alam kung nagtatama-tamaan kayo. Hindi ko alam na ako. Kung nakapanan lang ang mga mata ninyo ng salapi. Kaya ako gano'n. Balikan kita mamaya. Mr. Chair, I'd like to go to the right discussion to this. So man, lumabalaklis po isang kumpanya nyo. Ganun po ba ang SOP ninyo? Magtayo na lang ng ibang kumpanya para makasali kayo. Dumami ang kumpanya nyo. Or kaya kayo nag-apply ng mga lisensya dito sa pickup ay para rin maparentahan po kayo na mga lisensya po ninyo. Kasi napakadami po, Ms. Vizcaya, yung inyong proyekto kung saan-saan na, abay, dahil pa yung gobyerno, imposible nasa isang lugar ay napakadami yung equipment, sa iba't ibang lugar. So, ano ang purpose ng napakaraming kumpanya? What is that?
Ay, sir po, yung ibang companies po, we divested from those companies. So I'm directly lang with Alpha and Omega.
Interjection, Mr. Chair, with the permission of Senator Erwin.
Go ahead.
Salamat, Mr. Chair at Senator Erwin. Actually, when my time comes to question, ma'am, Ms. Vizcaya, hindi lang po isa, hindi lang po tatlong kumpanya tulad ng sinabi ni Senator Erwin. Siyang na kumpanya, ipapakonfirm ko sa inyo na actually, kayo at kayo pa rin po, kayo pa rin po ang may-ari. Salamat po, Senator Erwin, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Can I go to the Commissioner of Audit now, Mr. Chair? If they're here.
Before that, I think we need to also pursue that initial question that Pika. Kasi we heard Pika upon the election of the President of the Philippines in connection with the identified 15 contractors in anomalous plastic. It triggered an investigation from your office. And I believe somebody told me that you communicated directly with the DPWH to be able to pursue investigation insofar as the 15 contractors are concerned. Did you not coordinate with the DPWH? And if you did, what was the coordination and what was the response made by the DPWH, if any?
Thank you, Your Honor. Actually, on August 18, our Executive Director, Attorney Matienzo, formally wrote to our DPWH Secretary Bonoan requesting information on all infrastructure projects awarded to the 15 contractors that have been identified as having the most flood control projects nationwide. So, we sought in our letter a list of all the projects awarded to these contractors, the status of project implementation, the findings on
You are referring to the 15 contractors subject matter of this inquiry. What was the reply by DPWH?
To this day, Your Honor, we haven't received any reply. However, the issues are multiple, and we have been doing our own hearings, and we ask them or require them to file a verified answer within 10 days from the
Wait, you wrote the DPWH on August 18.
Yes,
And you did not receive any reply. You are seated beside the secretary of the DPWH. Did you ever ask him why no reply was ever given to your letter?
Well, Your Honor, in the interest of public service and expediency, we just went ahead with our investigation.